Close your eyes if you can, and picture a shield of warm, golden light surrounding you. It's your only protection against what you're about to hear. Sometimes life hits you with moments where the universe feels off balance, when your gut screams something's wrong but your brain can't explain it. This was exactly that moment. Just another long haul, another paycheck to keep my fridge full and truck running. But this time was different. It started with a phone call before sunrise. While I sat zombie-like at my kitchen table, coffee half gone, brain half working, my phone's harsh ring shattered the morning quiet. Dispatcher's name on screen. "Got a special one for you," he said, voice sounding weird, like he was in on some joke I wasn't. "High-profile client, big money. They asked for you specifically." Red flag number 1. I mean, why would someone like Kim Kardashian, someone with unlimited connections and resources, need a nobody trucker like me? And for this kind of job? But then the money flashed before my eyes. 15,000 for one trip. One single trip. The kind of offer that drowns out your inner warning bells. Just another delivery, right? A fat paycheck to ease my month. But it wasn't just another delivery. Not even close. This decision would change everything. Miami was the pickup point. The city always feels like it's stuck in a fever dream. Air thick enough to chew. I've cruised through Miami countless times. But this trip, something felt wrong from the start. The address led me to an abandoned-looking warehouse on the city's edge. The kind of place that should house rats and forgotten junk, not celebrity packages. My gut twisted, but I was already committed. I parked and was greeted by men dressed in black, moving like shadows, silent as ghosts. Their eyes darted everywhere, like they were expecting trouble from any direction. Not one word as they loaded my trailer. I didn't ask questions, not my job, but when I glimpsed the boxes, something inside me screamed. These weren't normal shipments. Plain brown boxes, sealed tight, stacked floor to ceiling, sized almost like coffins. I tried convincing myself it was nothing special, but dread settled in my chest like concrete. I climbed into my cab and just sat there, frozen. Then one of the men approached my window, leaned in close, breath fogging the glass. "Drive straight to the address. No stops, no detours. And whatever you do, don't open the trailer." I nodded, face calm while my insides turned to ice. He slapped an envelope on my dashboard. "Half now. Rest when you finish." Inside, stacks of cash. Real cash. More money than I'd ever seen at once. The kind that makes good people do stupid things. As I hit the highway, my stomach twisted. What I was carrying felt heavier than physical weight. Something darker, something wrong. I tried shaking it off. Just nerves. Just another job. But deep down, I knew better. Something was watching me. Something in the shadows. Something I couldn't see, but definitely felt. The highway stretched endlessly. Nothing but engine noise for company. I focused on the road, trying not to think about what lurked behind me. But the longer I drove, the more that creeping feeling climbed my spine. My knuckles went white on the steering wheel as darkness closed in. Halfway through, outside Baton Rouge, my phone lit up. Blocked number. My heart pounded as I answered. "Yeah," I said, voice steadier than my nerves. "Don't open the trailer," the voice ordered, cold as winter. "No matter what you hear, no matter what you think you see, just keep driving." Click. Line dead. I tossed the phone aside and drove on. Dread now, full-blown panic. What the actual hell was going on? Miles stretched like taffy, each one heavier than the last. Empty road, air thick with doom. But crossing into Texas is when stuff got real. First came tapping from the trailer. Soft, like something shifting. I tried ignoring it, just boxes settling, right? But deep down, I knew that was BS. The tapping grew louder, more insistent. Then came the whispers. Soft, frantic voices overlapping, blending into desperate chaos. My grip tightened, knuckles bone white. Then the whispers morphed into something worse, a scream. Low, guttural wail cutting through night air, muffled but unmistakable. My stomach dropped, bile rising. I couldn't stop. Could barely breathe. The screams grew louder, more desperate. For a split second, I considered stopping, throwing open those doors to face whatever nightmare I was hauling. But that voice echoed. "No matter what you hear, keep driving." I pressed on, hands shaking, heart racing. Then suddenly silence. The screams, whispers, all gone. I checked my mirror, expecting something, anything. Just empty highway stretched behind me. But I knew it wasn't over. Whatever I was hauling wasn't just cargo. It was alive. I drove through the night, headlights cutting fog, tension thick enough to choke me. Deep in the Texas wilderness, my GPS glitched out. Reset. The route changed from straight desert highway to California to narrow, winding back roads through dense forest. My phone died. No signal. Completely alone. The whispers returned, clearer now. Help us. I slammed the brakes, rig lurching forward. Checked my mirrors, nothing there. Help us. Help us. Louder now. Desperate. We can't stop. We can't stop. Rounding a tight corner, I saw them, pale figures lining the road. Skin stretched tight over bones. Hollow eyes staring. Mouths opening and closing like dying fish. I forced myself to keep looking forward, but felt their stares burning into me. Then the road opened up forest, giving way to empty desert. The figures vanished, but my trailer, it had changed. Dents, scratches covered it, like something inside had been clawing to escape. I drove faster, but couldn't outrun the fear now living in my bones. As I raced through desert darkness, the whispers returned, louder, clearer, desperate voices overlapping in frantic chorus. I strained to understand, catching only fragments. She works us. The accusation sent chills down my spine. I checked my mirror again, nothing but empty road and encroaching darkness. He watches us. We can't stop. The words crashed through my mind like lightning. Sweat beaded on my neck, hands trembling on the wheel. I nearly pulled over, nearly opened those doors, when movement caught my eye, a shadow in the side mirror, shifting, growing. I froze, unable to look away as it expanded, became more defined. Then Gone blinked out of existence, leaving me questioning my sanity. I almost convinced myself it was imagination, had to be. But deep down, I knew whatever was in that trailer was real and getting restless. My grip on reality started slipping, whispers building to maddening chorus, fear clawing its way out. I was being hunted. Thud! The trailer jolted violently, shaking the entire rig, rattling my bones. The sound echoed through metal, seeming to last forever. I floored it, trying to outrun the noise, outrun whatever was causing it. Thud, thud, thud. The trailer groaned, metal screeching like it was being twisted. Vibrations ran through the truck, rattling my teeth. Glancing in the mirror, my blood went cold. The trailer walls were bulging outward, flexing as if something inside was pushing to break free. Thud, thud, thud. I wanted to stop, to throw open those doors, to face whatever nightmare I was transporting. But that warning held me paralyzed. Don't open the trailer. The noise intensified as my mind unraveled, fear and dread crashing down. I gripped the wheel so tight my fingers ached, but couldn't let go, not until I was far away from whatever monster was trapped in there. Boom! This time different. An explosion of noise that shook the entire rig. The truck lurched as the cargo shifted with terrifying force. I fought to keep control, mind spiraling, vision blurring, reality slipping away. Then silence. Complete silence. The trailer stilled, cabin air pressing down like concrete. The mirror showed my trailer normal again, metal no longer warping, like nothing had happened. I accelerated, trying to outrun the silence, trying to outrun memories of what I just experienced. The whispers returned. She watches us. He watches us. We perform. I couldn't stop checking the mirror, eyes burning with fear. Nothing there, just desert road, just trailer, just silence. I pushed harder, engine growling, desperate to escape the dread choking me. My mind breaking, hands shaking, sanity crumbling. Then lights, bright city lights cutting through darkness. Los Angeles. I'd made it. The last 100 miles were blank in my memory, my body on autopilot, mind gone. I rolled into the mansion's driveway, gravel crunching under tires. Gates opened automatically as this enormous house loomed ahead, dark and monstrous. Men stood waiting, faces hidden in shadows. They moved as one toward the trailer with robotic precision that chilled my blood. They surrounded my truck, eyes empty, unblinking. I shut off the engine, breathing shallow, heart pounding, body trembling. My legs wobbled as I climbed out. One man stepped forward, face pale, eyes dead. No words, just a nod as he moved to the trailer. The doors creaked open, and I saw it. My trailer was completely empty. Nothing. No cargo, no boxes, no crates, just darkness. The men unloaded the empty trailer with eerie calmness, movements precise, eyes down. As they worked, I noticed something bizarre. A small pink teddy bear lying in the middle of the trailer floor, fur matted, button eye hanging loose. Just abandoned. I stumbled backward, heart racing, brain short-circuiting. One man glanced at me, eyes narrowing, lips curling into what looked like a smirk, something predatory. I rushed back to my cab, desperate to leave. As I started the engine, I glanced back, and there, standing in the mansion doorway, was Kim Kardashian. Her eyes locked onto mine, unblinking, unmoving, just watching me flee. I felt her stare burning into my back, even as I floored it down the driveway. One last check in my mirror, the mansion faded into darkness. But I knew it wasn't over. Whatever I delivered, whatever was in that trailer, was still out there, and it would find me. If you've made it this far, thanks for hanging with me through this nightmare. This is legit the creepiest experience I've ever shared. What do you think happened that night? What would you have done behind that wheel? Drop your theories in the comments below. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell for more true horror stories. The darkness is always watching, and who knows what else is hunting in the shadows.